Hello again, everybody, and welcome to the CIAC Class M football semifinal between the number 3 seed Ledyard Colonels and the number 7 Wolcott Eagles. We are live at Rosek-Skubel Stadium at Middletown High School in Middletown, Connecticut, and these two teams facing off for the opportunity to move into the finals and play the winner of the Ansonia-Berlin game that is going on right now at Sheehan High School. Let's bring you up to date on the Ledyard Colonels. They are 9-1 in the regular season under head coach Jim Bonacore. They have wins over Killingly, Wyndham, Stonington, Bakeman Academy, Montville, Waterford, East Lyme, Branford, and Fitch. Their lone loss, a 33-14 loss to New London. The quarterback is John Rainey, and Ledyard will get the ball on the opening kickoff. Their running back, you will hear a lot of today, Alex Manwaring, who has 1,988 yards on the season. I spoke to Coach Bonacore from Ledyard. He said ball control will be the key to beating the Wolcott Eagles. They would like to control the time of possession and on defense show some discipline and contain the outside. They are facing a solid offensive system from Wolcott. Wolcott is underway, and there is our opening kick. It is going to drop to the 10-yard line, up across the right side, out over the 30-yard line. The ball is returned by Ledyard's Ashawn Harkness, and that is where the Ledyard Colonels will take over 1st and 10. Ledyard wearing their dark blue home jerseys with yellow lettering, yellow pants, and a yellow helmet. Wolcott all in white. Red letters and numerals on their backs and red helmets. The Wolcott Eagles under Coach Jason Pace, 7-3 in the regular season, facing now a very difficult running game to stop from the Ledyard Colonels. And the ball will go to Manwaring off the right side immediately. He gets about a yard on the play, and he is brought down there by the Wolcott Eagles, Joe Russo, one of the captains. And we're going to give him 2 yards on the carry, and it'll be 2nd down and 8. The Wolcott Eagles beat Ellington Summers in overtime, 32-26 to get here to the semifinals. They're led by quarterback Mike Nickel, who also leads them on the ground with 165 carries and 911 yards. The quarterback John Rainey under center for the Ledyard Colonels. He hands off to Manwaring. They're trying the left side of the Wolcott defense. Only gets about a yard on the play. Brought down on the play, it looks like number 71 on the tackle is Dan Carnine. Carnine, a senior 5'7", 196-pound defensive lineman. Gain of 1 on the play. It's going to be 3rd down and 7 for the Ledyard Eagles. Excuse me, the Ledyard Colonels. The Eagles from Wolcott. Again, under center is Rainey. Rainey hands off to Manwaring off the right side. Manwaring cuts back into the middle, breaks a couple of tackles. He's going to go enough for a 1st down. That's a 9-yard gain for Manwaring and the 1st down for the Ledyard Colonels. You are watching live coverage of the CIAC Class M football semifinal between the Ledyard Colonels and the Wolcott Eagles on the new CIAC Internet TV Network. The CIA Internet TV Network is produced by SportingNewsCT.com. 1st and 10 for the Ledyard Colonels at the 44-yard line. And a fake handoff, back to pass goes Rainey. He's looking on the right side. He has a completion into the hands of Slade Baxley. And that is good for a 1st down to the 33-yard line of the Wolcott Eagles. Baxley, the favorite receiver of quarterback John Rainey. Rainey has thrown to Baxley with 16 receptions, 149 yards, and he's a senior 6 foot, 175-pound wide receiver. So it's 1st and 10 at the 33 of the Wolcott Eagles, and Rainey again under center. Tight end to the right. Quick pass to the right side on the wideout. It is Baxley again. Baxley down inside the 30-yard line. Gain of about 5 on the play. It's going to be 2nd down and 5 for the Ledyard Colonels.
Gain of 5 yards. 2nd and 5.
Rainey gets the play brought in from the sidelines, brought in by a senior, Cal Williams, wide receiver. And this time he will have Bill Finney wide to his left. The deep setback will be Manwaring, and he will get the handoff off left tackle. He dances around a tackler and gets down close to a first down. Yeah, it is going to be a first down from the 28-yard line down. We'll see where they set it up. It's going to be down to the 22, a 6-yard gain for Manwaring. Manwaring with 1,988 yards during the season. Closing in has already exceeded 2,000 on the season with his carries thus far early in this game. 9:05 remaining in the first quarter. It's going to be Manwaring again, this time off the left guard. And he is hit as he crosses the line of scrimmage, gets down to about the 20-yard line. Ball will be placed with the nose of the football right on the 20. Gain of 2 on the play. And it will bring up second down and 8 for the Ledyard Colonels. And Wolcott head coach and I had a conversation before the game, and he mentioned to me that the key for Wolcott would be to be mistake-free, keep the penalties to a minimum, and slow down this powerful running game of the Ledyard Colonels. Try to keep that offense off the field. This time the handoff goes not to Manwaring. It's going to be handed off to Slade Baxley, who will carry it off the right side. He's going to get down to about the 14-yard line. Gain of 6 on the play. And Baxley will give his Ledyard Colonels a third down and a long 2.
Gain of 6 yards.
7:55 remaining here in the first quarter. Opening possession for the Ledyard Colonels. The Colonels, the 3 seed, facing off against the Wolcott Eagles, the 7 seed. The handoff will go again, this time off the right side. It's going to be handed to Matt Daggett, a senior fullback. Daggett is going to get the first down. He's going to gain about 4 on the play and get the ball inside the 10, so it's first and goal for the Ledyard Colonels. As we mentioned, Wolcott upset the number 2 seed Ellington Summers in overtime last week, 32-26. They're going to need to stop a very powerful running game here for the Ledyard Colonels. It's going to be Manwaring on the toss to the left side. He cuts it back up the middle, and he's into the end zone for the touchdown. So a 9-yard run for Manwaring puts the Ledyard Colonels on the board with 7 minutes, 14 seconds remaining. A 9-yard touchdown scamper for Alex Manwaring, and it makes the score 6-0. Ledyard on top. Coming in to kick for the Eagles is Andrew Lee, a senior kicker for the Eagles. The holder will be Baxley. The Colonel's ready to go here, and there's a snap to Baxley is good, and the kick is up, and it splits the uprights, and Lee's extra point is good, and it is now 7-0. The Colonels on top of the Eagles. I want to tell you about today's sponsor. The sponsor of today's game is sponsored by our good friends at Oyster River Petroleum. Owner Ed Granfield is a proud supporter of high school athletics. If you're looking for a family-owned and operated oil provider for the upcoming cold winter, call Oyster River Petroleum at 203-932-2717. You'll always speak to a person, not a machine or a menu. And Oyster River Petroleum, that's good old-fashioned customer service. We'd like to thank Ed Granfield. He's been a proud supporter of athletics in the high school level in Connecticut for quite some time. And today, the Ledyard Colonels have taken a 7-0 lead with 7:14 remaining here in the first quarter. The Wolcott Eagles looking to take over possession for the first time. They're going to be awaiting Andrew Lee's kick from the Colonels. 3 men deep, and in the middle of the field it will be Devontae Bonvillian. Bonvillian, one of the favorite targets for quarterback Michael Nickel. He has 43 receptions, 569 yards on the year. Andrew Lee ready to kick off, and it's an end-over-end kick that will go to Bonvillian down at the 5-yard line. Bonvillian up the middle, gets a hole, cuts back across the middle. He's across the 30, across the 35, and out to the 43-yard line. Let's see where they set it up. Looks like it's going to be about the 43. A nice run back by Devontae Bonvillian, and the Wolcott Eagles will take over 1st and 10 at their own 43-yard line.
43-yard line.
Wolcott, as I mentioned, led by quarterback Michael Nickel. And Nickel, a 6'1", 170-pound junior. His rushing game also a big part of his repertoire. He's got over 900 yards on the season, and Bonvillian over 700. So a big, powerful running game for Wolcott as well. But back to pass, Nickel decides to pull it down, and he's going to get it back just over the line of scrimmage for a gain of about 1 on the play. It's going to be 2nd down and 9 for the Eagles of Wolcott. Once again, a reminder that you can watch a replay of the CIAC Class M football semifinal between Ledyard and Wolcott on the new CIAC Internet TV network. And the CIAC Internet TV is produced by SportingNewsCT.com. Shotgun formation for Mike Nickel of the Eagles. He's got a trip set on the near side, back to pass to the other side of the field. It's tipped up in the air, and a great attempt at the ball by Patrick Byrne, a senior wide receiver coming from the right side. Ball thrown a little bit behind him, and he almost made a circus catch to come down with that. It's going to be 3rd down and 9 for the Wolcott Eagles, and they're going to need to get this 1st down to keep that powerful Ledyard offense off the field. Just to let you know, our director-producer today is Jenna Duff, and our camera operator, Tom Ciarcia. I'm Leo Bowler, and we have another shotgun formation set for the Eagles. Back to pass. It's a screenplay over the middle to Bonvillian. Bonvillian will have enough for a 1st down and then some. Gets to the 41-yard line of the Ledyard Colonels. That's a 1st down, and Bonvillian made a nice cut back in the middle. Good vision out there on the field to get a 1st down and bring the ball down to the Ledyard 41-yard line and keep the drive alive. Clock continues to run here. Right now there's 6:03 remaining in the 1st quarter, and Wolcott with their first possession had a good run back out to their own 43-yard line, and a nice screen play over the middle to Bonvillian puts them into the Ledyard end of the field at the 41-yard line. Again, shotgun formation for Mike Nickel. Nickel's going to run the option and hold on to it, and he's going to lose 2 on the play. Nice play defensively by the Ledyard Colonels, and he was tackled by, looks like Cal Williams made the initial hit as well along that front line. It's going to be 2nd down and 12 for the Eagles of Wolcott. Wolcott this season with wins during the regular season over Kennedy, Crosby, Seymour, Wilby, Derby, and Watertown. Losses to Torrington, Ansonia, and Holy Cross. Nickel again out of the shotgun, back to pass, pulls it down, and he's flushed from the pocket to the left side, pulls it down, gets back to the original line of scrimmage, back to the 41, and it's going to be 3rd down and 10 for the Wolcott Eagles. We've got some early scores in for you. The New Canaan on top of Windsor, 7-0. Newtown 14, Staples 3, and Xavier 6, Norwalk nothing. Those are some early scores. Thanks to Jenna Duff. Thank you, Jenna. And we again are a 3rd down situation for Wolcott. They converted on their first 3rd down opportunity at 3rd and 9. This is a 3rd and 10 situation. Bonvillian will be to the right of Nickel. He's got trips set on the right. The ball is loose, and Nickel gets on top of it. It's going to be a loss of a yard, but the snap slipped out of the hands of Mike Nickel, and he recovered it at the 43-yard line. Loss of 2 on the play, and that will bring up a 4th down for the Wolcott Eagles. Going back to kick for the Eagles is Mike Nickel, so there is a threat there for the Wolcott Eagles when your quarterback does your punting. Again, we are at the Rosek-Skubel Stadium in Middletown, Connecticut. The kick by Nickel will bounce out of bounds at about the 25-yard line. We'll see where it's set up by the officials. And it's going to be set up right on the 25-yard stripe. 1st and 10 for the Ledyard Colonels, leading 7-0. The officials for today's game, referee is Barry Fowler. The umpire is Joe Halloran. The head linesman is Joe Christos. The line judge, John Caruso. The field judge, Rich Calitro. The side judge is John Nato. And the clock operator is Vince Howard. The officials come from the Colonial Board out of the Danbury area to officiate the CIAC Class M semifinal game here. And Ledyard will take over 1st and 10 at their own 25 with 3:38 remaining in the first quarter. The handoff will go to Manwaring. He's off the left side and dragging tacklers out for a gain of just under 5 yards. We'll give him 4 on the play. And Manwaring, the workhorse of the Ledyard offense, on his 7th carry gets 4 yards. 2nd down and 6 for the Colonels. As we mentioned, the Colonels dressed in their dark blue jerseys with the football going left to right on your computer screen. Wolcott all in white with red helmets defending the north end zone here at Rosek-Skubel Stadium. Manwaring again, this time off the right side. Sidesteps a tackle, but brought down on a nice play by Wolcott's Nick Rinaldi, a sophomore, 5'6", 160-pound defensive back, coming up to make that tackle after a gain of, we'll call it 3 on the play. 3rd down and 3 for the Ledyard Colonels. Ledyard's going to send a twin set to the left side. It's going to be Baxley far out on the left. And Finney on the right. Handoff goes up the middle. It's going to be a 1st down for the Colonels. Into the hands of the fullback this time. Matt Daggett with his 2nd carry. Daggett's a senior, 5'11", 210 pounds for the Colonels, and he'll pick up a 1st down. The ball at the 37-yard line of Ledyard. Wolcott in a 5-man defensive front, and now facing a double tight end set. The handoff will go to Manwaring off the right side. Again, sidestepping a tackler. Gets about 3 on the play, and it will bring up 2nd down and 7. Manwaring, again, as I mentioned, the workhorse of this Ledyard offense, has carried the ball 9 times early in this game. Clock running with 1:39 remaining here in the first quarter. Just a reminder that you are watching live coverage of the CIAC Class M football semifinal between Ledyard and Wolcott on the new CIAC Internet TV network. Wide to the right goes Finney. The fake pitch and a handoff inside to Baxley. Baxley off the left side. He's across the 40, down across the 50, down to the 39-yard line of Wolcott. And a nice carry there by Slade Baxley. A 1st down for the Colonels. Ball 1st and 10 at the Wolcott 39. And Baxley on the fake pitch came back for a counter trap handoff. A little scissors play inside for Ledyard, and that gained quite a bit of yardage for the Colonels to get them set up in good field position at the 39 of Wolcott. Again, Manwaring the deep back, and he's going to lead the blocking for quarterback Rainey, and he's going to connect on his pass to Will Finney out in the near side flats. Gain of about 5 on the play. It's going to be 2nd down and 5. Now, these two teams definitely quite a bit difference in their approach to the games. Both teams are averaging 27.7 points per game on the year. Ledyard is averaging 256 yards a game on the ground, and Wolcott 172 on the ground. Passing, Ledyard only averaging 39 yards in the air, where Wolcott 150. So primarily a running attack, and it's Manwaring again on the left side. He cuts back over the middle. He gets down inside the 30 Looks like he's going to have the football right on the 30-yard line. That's going to be a gain of 4 on the play, and it's going to bring up 3rd down and 1, short situation here. And that is where the first quarter will end. So we'll step aside for a short break and be back right after this. The score, Ledyard 7, Wolcott nothing.
Galvin Pool and Backyard Paradise has moved to 504 Boston Post Road in Orange. You'll love their new location, and you'll recognize their friendly and knowledgeable staff. Galvin Pools and Backyard Paradise is your expert in-ground pool and above-ground pool installer, and now they can build your custom deck. Galvin's features services like water testing, pool opening and closings. For all your sustained pool care products and supplies, it's Galvin Pool and Backyard Paradise, 504 Boston Post Road, Orange. Call 203-795-5288, or for service call 203-795-5111.
All right, we're back here at Rosek-Skubel Stadium in Middletown, Connecticut for the start of quarter number 2. Wolcott with their backs against the south end zone now. It'll be 3rd down and 1 for Ledyard at the 30-yard line of the Wolcott Eagles. Wolcott, as we mentioned, got by Ellington Summers 32-26 in overtime to bring themselves to this semifinal game, and Ledyard a 26-0 victory over the number 6 seed Waterford. And it is 3rd down. The handoff goes to Manwaring, and he's going to get enough for a first down there. Just over the yard. We'll give him 2 on the carry. 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line of the Wolcott Eagles. The Class M bracket breaks down as such. Ansonia, the number 1 seed, beat the number 8 seed Bethel 35-6. The number 2 seed, Ellington Summers, falls to Wolcott, the 7 seed, 32-26. Ledyard beating the 6 seed 26-0. And Berlin beats Cheney Tech 28-14. Manwaring will get the handoff off the right side, and he's going to get about 4 on the play. Let's see where they finally set that ball up. He's brought down on the play by, well, let's just see. That number is not visible right now. There he is, and it's Jason Matos with the tackle. Gain of 4 on the play for Alex Manwaring. 2nd down and 6 for the Ledyard Colonels. The Colonels used to putting the ball in the end zone quite a bit this year. They've scored quite a few points on the season. And they will set up with Manwaring, the deep back, behind quarterback Rainey. The handoff goes to the fullback Daggett off the right side. And it looks like he got about 3 on the play. Let's see where the final spot will be. We're going to call it the 21-yard line, and Daggett with 3 yards brings up a 3rd down and 3 for the Ledyard Colonels. As I was just saying, the Berlin Redcoats were playing Ansonia right now. Berlin, the 4 seed, played Cheney Tech, and Ansonia and Berlin battling now. It's 7-0 Ansonia over Berlin, and Northwest Catholic also with a 7-0 lead over Cromwell. All right, the handoff goes to the left side. It's Manwaring again. That's going to be enough for a first down. And he's going to take the ball all the way down to the 11-yard line, and it's a 10-yard gain for Manwaring. I was going to say it's going to set up at the 12, so we're going to say a 9-yard gain and a first down. Ledyard can still get a first down before they're reaching the goal line, so it's 1st and 10 at the 12-yard line. Again, Manwaring the deep back, and a quick pass off to the left side to Baxley, and Baxley breaks the tackle, falls his way down inside the 5. Let's see where it's set up. It's going to get set up right at the 5-yard line, so a gain of 7 on the play, and it's 2nd down and 3 for the Ledyard Colonels. Now the Colonels have been using the passing attack, the running attack, so they've really spread their offensive options out so far. And Wolcott now, with their backs to the end zone, looking to make a big stop here and maybe switch the momentum. The handoff goes to Manwaring, and he follows his big offensive line down into the 1 yard line. It looks like inside the 2, definitely a first down. Man wearing had a gain of about 4 on the play. So it's going to be first down and goal for Ledyard at the 1. And that big offensive line led by Ledyard's Kyle Wilson, a 6'3", 250-pound junior at left tackle. Nice job blocking on that side. It's going to be a quarterback going up the middle for the touchdown. John Rainey with his first carry of the day. It's a 1-yard touchdown run. So with 9 minutes and 2 seconds left, the 1-yard run by John Rainey spreads the lead to 13-0. Ledyard on top of the Wolcott Eagles. In to kick is Andrew Lee. He's setting up for the extra point, Baxley to do the hold. A right-footed kicker for Andrew Lee. Trying to make the lead 14 now is the Ledyard kicker. Snaps a little high, but a good job by Baxley to get it down, and the extra point is good. It's 14-0 now. The Ledyard Colonels on top. And I want to remind you about our sponsor for today's game. Today's game is sponsored by our good friends at Oyster River Petroleum. Owner Ed Granfield is a proud supporter of high school athletics. If you're looking for a family-owned and operated oil provider for the upcoming cold winter, call Oyster River Petroleum at 203-932-2717. You'll always speak to a person and not a machine or a menu. At Oyster River Petroleum, it's just good old-fashioned customer service. So it's 14-0 now with 9:02 remaining here in the first half. Ledyard on top. They will be kicking from right to left. Again, setting up for Wolcott will be the captain, Devontae Bonvillian, in the center of the field. On his right will be Patrick Byrne, and it looks like Chad Acevedo to his left. Lee will be kicking from the 40. Patrick Byrne, a senior, as is Acevedo and Bonvillian. So some experience back there to return this kick. The second line set up at the 30-yard line. Lee's last kick came down to the 5-yard line. And again, an end-over-end kick that will end up in the hands of a nice return here by Patrick Byrne off the right side. He cuts back in and crosses the 45-yard line out near the 50 to the 49. So Patrick Byrne picked up a pretty tough kick to catch. Seemed to be curling away from him. Went up the middle, cut to the outside, and got the ball at midfield. So the second possession for Wolcott will start out with good field position. Their first possession ended in a punt. And that started a long drive for the Ledyard Colonels. The Colonels playing defense right now with a 3-man front. And now the end steps up, so they're going to be technically in a 4 shotgun formation for the Wolcott Eagles. And flushed immediately from the pocket is Mike Nickel, and he's brought down behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 3. Mike Nickel, the leading rusher for the Wolcott Eagles. And so far, the Ledyard Colonels have done a good job on that defensive line. It's going to bring up a second down and 13 for Wolcott. The Wolcott Eagles really would like to keep this ball for quite some time and try to knock some of the time off the clock to keep the powerful Ledyard offense off the field. Right now, it's another shotgun formation for the Wolcott Eagles, and he overthrows Bonvillian on the near side, and that will bring up third down and 13. Nichols was joined in the backfield by Nick Rinaldi, a sophomore, 5'6", 160-pound running back. Third down and 13 for the Wolcott Eagles. The Ledyard Colonels so far have pressed Wolcott into long third down conversion attempts. Wolcott successful on one. In motion coming back toward us is Acevedo rolling to his right. Nickel looking long over the middle, and Ball intended for number 13, Tyler Prescott. Overthrown, and it's going to be incomplete and 4th down, and Nickel will have to punt the ball away. Once again, Baxley will go deep for the Ledyard Colonels. And Nickel will be kicking. The ball will be kicked from about the 35-yard line. And Baxley will set up at about the 25-yard line of the Ledyard Colonels. Good snap by the long snapper and a nice high punt. Fair catch called for by Baxley, and a good decision there with Jonathan Cullen coming down and pressing the issue. So Ledyard will take over on its 3rd possession, the best starting spot for them at the 26th. Actually, I think their first possession had a little bit better of a starting spot, but 7:55 remaining here in the second quarter. And the Ledyard Colonels with a 14-point lead. Alec Gabriel looks like the left guard. He's been doing a great job blocking alongside his Kyle Wilson, who's on his side of the football at left tackle, and they will run right behind Wilson and gain about 8 yards on the play. So a nice run again by Manwaring. An 8-yard gain. It's going to bring up 2nd down and 2 for the Ledyard offense. Trying to get a good look at the other side of that talented offensive line for the Ledyard Colonels, and it's Robert Bozum, a 6'1", 260-pound junior at right tackle, and at right guard it is Benjamin Morales, a 5'11", 255-pound junior. There is a timeout on the field. Let's see what the call is. And I think they're looking, I'm not quite sure. It's going to be referee Barry Fowler taking some notes and checking the situation here.
Sideline warning.
It is a sideline warning against the Wolcott Eagles. That flag will be picked up. There will be no penalty, but that will not be the case the next time the Wolcott sidelines gets a little bit too close to the sidelines. So it's going to be a handoff to the left side. That's going to be Daggett with the carry. Daggett's going to get the first down.
It is a Ledyard first down.
He's going to bring the ball all the way out to the 38-yard line of the Colonels. 1st and 10 for Ledyard. And again, they're keeping the ball on the ground. That keeps the clock moving. And one of the things that Coach Jason Pace said to me before the game, he wanted to keep the time of possession down as much as he could for the Colonels. And so far, the Colonels have been able to hold on to the football. This time off the left side again. And Manwaring breaking tackles, gets the ball out to the 45-yard line. A gain of 7 on the play.
Tackle was made by Bonvillian.
And Bonvillian with the tackle after the gain. I'm going to call it 6. They set the ball up at the 44-yard line. Looked like it was going to be the 45. But it's going to be 2nd down and 4 for the Ledyard Colonels. The Colonels this year in the regular season with only 1 loss, and that came at the hands of New London. It's going to be Manwaring off the right side. A little stutter step in the backfield and gets about a yard, maybe 2. We'll call it 2. It's going to be 3rd down and 2 for the Colonels. The defense led by the middle linebacker of the Wolcott Eagles, Blaze Williams. He is a junior, 5'9", 165-pound middle linebacker. Ledyard brings the ball out with a double tight end set, and it's going to be Manwaring off left guard. He's going to fight his way forward for about a yard, and good defense there by the Wolcott Eagles. Got about a yard on the play, and it's going to bring up a 4th down and 1. So the Ledyard Colonels have a decision to make here. Do they go for it with the ball inside the 50-yard line in their territory, or do they kick it away with 4th and 1? And it looks like the Colonels are going to go for it. The play coming in from the sidelines with Blacksley brings the bus. Slade Baxley bringing the play in. He's a senior 6 foot, 175-pound wide receiver. Double tight end set. Wolcott drawn offside. And that's exactly what Coach Jason Pace did not want. The encroachment penalty will give the Ledyard Colonels the first down and bring the ball into Wolcott territory down to the 47, we'll call it the 48-yard line of the Wolcott Eagles. First and 10 for the Ledyard Colonels. Again, it's going to be man wearing the lone setback. Going out to the right will be William Finney as the wide receiver. Full house backfield, tight end to the left side. Fake the handoff, back to pass goes Rainey, and it is in and out of the hands of the intended receiver, Baxley. And Slade Baxley had to go up to catch that one. A little tough catch to make. And Rainey's pass a little bit high. It's going to be second down and 10. Clock stopped with 4 minutes, 25 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Just a reminder that you can watch a replay of the CIAC Class M football semifinal between Ledyard and Wolcott on the new CIAC Internet TV network. The handoff will go to Manwaring. He bumps into the lineman at the line of scrimmage, tries to break it to the outside, gets back maybe to the line of scrimmage. Tackled on the play by Wolcott's Joe Russo, linebacker who's 5'10", 159-pound senior, and one of the captains on the Wolcott. He was helped on the play by Zach Rodriguez, another senior. No gain on the play for Manwaring.
10 yards.
Third and 10, passing situation sends Finney out to the right along with Baxley. Going to be a quick bubble screen out to Baxley, who sidesteps a tackle. He gets free. He's inside the 30, inside the 20, down inside the 10. Touchdown, the Ledyard Colonels. A 48-yard touchdown pass to Slade Baxley from John Rainey. And Ledyard extends its lead to 20-0. 3 minutes, 38 seconds remaining in the second quarter. It's a Rainey to Baxley 48-yard touchdown pass, and Lee will come in to attempt the extra point. Lee trying to extend the lead to 21 here. 3:38 remaining in the first quarter. The first half, second quarter. Lee gets ready for the kick. It's a good snap, good hold, and the kick is up. And once again, splits the uprights. Andrew Lee's kick is good, and he's 3 for 3 on the afternoon. And it is now 21-0, Ledyard on top. I know we can't say enough about all the supporters here at SportingNewsCT.com. Today's game is sponsored by our good friends at Oyster River Petroleum. Owner Ed Granfield is a proud supporter of high school athletics. If you're looking for a family-owned and operated oil provider for the upcoming cold winter, call Oyster River Petroleum at 203-932-2717. You'll always speak to a person and not a machine or a menu. Oyster River Petroleum, good old-fashioned customer service. So we've got a 21-0 lead, Ledyard on top of Wolcott. And Andrew Lee will be kicking off, and again, going deep will be Devontae Bonvillian, along with Chad Acevedo and Patrick Byrne. Byrne with a nice return out to the 49-yard line on the last kickoff by the Ledyard Colonels. And Bonvillian brought the ball out to the 44 on his return, so let's see who they choose to kick to from the Ledyard Colonels. And the kick is going to be on the ground. It's going to go to the second line this time. And a nice return by the Wolcott Eagles, Joe Russo. And he brings it out to the 37-yard line. It will be first and 10 for the Wolcott Eagles.
Russo returned the kickoff.
And so far, the Wolcott Eagles have had a tough time on the ground against this tough Ledyard defense. Ledyard during the regular season really not giving up a tremendous amount of points. 21, the most they gave up all year. 33 in their loss to New London, but 21 the rest of the way. Handoff goes inside to Bonvillian. He cuts it back, maybe gets a couple of yards on the play. Let's see where the officials spot the football. It's going to be right at the 40-yard line, so gain of about 2 on the play for Devontae Bonvillian.
From the 40-yard line.
It'll be 2nd down and 8 for the Eagles, and the Eagles will have the ball at their own 40. A timeout on the field, and the Ledyard Colonels will have to replace Calton Carpy. Carpy is a linebacker who's a 5'9", 180-pound junior. And we just got a score in from Ansonia. Ansonia on top of Berlin, 20-0, and it looks like Ansonia on its way to another class, or this time a Class M championship game against the winner of this game. And that pass is thrown away just over the head of the intended receiver, Jason Matos. It's going to be 3rd down and 10, but there's a flag down on the play. It's resting at about the 39-yard line. Typically, it's a holding call when you see it in that location. And we'll see, it's a personal foul against the defense. That's going to be an automatic 1st down. It'll be a 15-yard penalty against the Ledyard Colonels. I'm not sure if that was roughing the passer or what the personal foul was for, but that's going to go against the Colonels, and the 15-yard penalty will bring the ball out to the Ledyard 45-yard line, 1st and 10 for the Wolcott Eagles. 2:43 remaining in the first half, and the Eagles could really use a score here to get themselves right back in this game. So again, nickel in a shotgun formation. He's got Bonvillian to his left. He's got a twin set either side of the football field, so it looks like a passing situation. 1st and 10 for the Wolcott Eagles. The snap comes back to Nichols. He will drop back to pass. He's flushed out of the pocket, and he'll get sacked by Cal Williams. A 5'10", 190-pound senior linebacker came off the left side of the defense and sacked Nickel. And it's all the way back to the 46-yard line of the Wolcott Eagles. Loss of 9 on the play. It's going to be 2nd down, 19 on the sack. So Williams on the blitz from the outside comes in untouched, and Nickel, unable to get rid of the football, goes down at the 46 of the Eagles. Trips a quad set to the near side, single wide out to the left, empty backfield for Nickel. He's going to roll to his right. In the flats, he has a connection to Acevedo. Acevedo gets across the 50 down to about the 47 of the Ledyard Colonels. Gain of about 7 on the play. It's going to be 3rd down and 12 for the Wolcott Eagles. So the Eagles looking to try and sustain a drive and keep this offense off the field. The clock is going to continue to run, under 1 minute and 30 seconds remaining here in the first half. And the Eagles with another long 3rd down situation. The single setback in the backfield for the Eagles is Nick Rinaldi. Back to pass goes Nickel. He's throwing deep over the middle, and that one's going to get picked off. And that is picked off by Slade Baxley looks like it's going to be spotted at the 18-yard line. So a turnover by the Eagles with 1 minute 10 seconds remaining. Almost as good as a punt there, but I'm sure that the Eagles would rather have had a 1st down, but a situation where maybe with 1 minute 10 seconds you'll see the Ledyard Colonels maybe just run this clock out with that 21-point lead. Although the Wolcott Eagles are a very good football team, certainly not out of this one yet. And the Ledyard Colonels will come out with a wide receiver spread wide to the right. That's Bill Finney. I formation behind quarterback Rainey. And he's going to hand the ball off to Manwaring. Manwaring tries the left side, and he's tackled there by Mike Nickel. Oh, excuse me, that is not Mike Nickel. That is Dan Carmine. And Carmaine makes the tackle. He's a 5'7", 196-pound senior. Right defensive tackle made the play. A gain of about 1 on the play for John Rainey. Going to be 2nd down and 9 for the Colonels. Clock continues to run under 40 seconds here. Ball at the 18 of the Colonels. Spreading wide to the left side for the Ledyard Colonels is Cal Williams along with Bill Finney, and the handoff will go to Manwaring. Manwaring breaks it out to the outside. He's got some running room, cuts it back to the middle across the 35 out to the 37-yard line. Make it the 39. Nice run there by Manwaring. So from the 18 all the way out to the 40-yard line, a 22-yard run for Manwaring.
Gain of 22 yards.
And that is going to end the first half of play here at the Rosek-Skubel Stadium at Middletown High School. The score here, 21-0. Ledyard on top of Wolcott. And they will play here to play the winner of the Ansonia-Berlin game, which is being led by Ansonia right now, 21-0. Oh, 21-6 right now. Oh, never mind. I got that wrong. 26-0. Ansonia now extends its lead over the Berlin Redcoats. So we're going to take a break for halftime, and we'll be back shortly and try to get you some more scores from around the state. And you are watching live coverage of the CIAC Class M football semifinal between the Ledyard Colonels and the Wolcott Eagles on the new CIAC Internet TV network. We'll be right back. Back here at Rosek-Skubel Stadium in Middletown, Connecticut, the halftime of the Class M semifinal game between the Ledyard Colonels and the Wolcott Eagles. Ledyard leads 21-0 right now at the half. I'll give you a few scores to catch you up around the state. The other Class M semifinal has Ansonia with the 40-7 lead over the Berlin Redcoats. Class L, Xavier 27, Norwalk 7. Staples 24, Newtown 14. In Class S, Cromwell at the half leading Northwest Catholic 21-13. And the other Class S game, Valley Regional 14, Holy Cross 14. And Class L, the other game being played today, has Windsor leading 24-13 over New Canaan. So that wraps you up with the scores from around the state going on as we speak. And this one has got Ledyard leading 21-0 and a big half for Manwaring, which we did expect. Alex Manwaring with 21 carries for 112 yards. And the passing game has been very solid for the Ledyard Colonels as well. They are 5 for 6 for 88 yards and a touchdown. John Rainey completing 5 of his 6 passes. Mike Nickel 2 for 6 for Wolcott for 21 yards and has thrown 1 interception. So the goal for the Wolcott Eagles was to keep the Ledyard offense off the field. They have been unable to do that so far, and Ledyard really having their way with the time of possession, moving the football on the ground and in the air, and have a three-score lead right now over the Wolcott Eagles. You're watching this live coverage of the CIAC Class M football semifinal between Ledyard and Wolcott on the new CIAC Internet TV network, being produced by SportingNewsCT.com. You can also watch a replay of the CIAC Class M football semifinal on the new CIAC Internet TV network. So watch for the replay of that coming up soon. And right now we have the two teams are on the field getting ready to come back and play this second half. The number 7 seed Wolcott trailing the number 3 seed Ledyard 21-0. Before the game, Coach Bonacore from Ledyard told me he needed to play some ball control and keep the time of possession in his favor, and has been able to do so thus far. They needed to show some discipline on defense and contain the running attack, and they've been able to do that as well, as Wolcott has managed only negative 10 yards on the ground, 11 yards total offense with the 21 yards passing by Mike Nickel. So Ledyard so far has been able to do what they've wanted to do. And Coach Bonacore said he was facing a very solid offensive system across the field in Wolcott and would need to perform well to be able to come out of this with a victory, and has so far done exactly that. The Wolcott Eagles needed to play some mistake-free football on their side of the field. They've done that thus far, only one penalty. That one penalty was a costly encroachment penalty that gave Ledyard a first down on 4th and 1. But and they've needed to work on slowing down the running game of the Ledyard Colonels, but have been unable to do so. Where Alex Manwaring with over 100 yards just on the ground in the first half. So the Wolcott Eagles are going to need to really play some solid defense here to get back in the game. They will get the ball to start the second half, and that will be a very crucial drive. They're going to need to get some points to get back into this game early here in the second half. The officials for today's game, we mentioned them in the first half. We'll mention them again now to get going here in the second. The referee is Barry Fowler. The umpire, Joe Halloran. The head linesman is John Christos. The line judge, John Caruso. Rich Calitro is the field judge. The side judge, John Nato. And the clock operator is Vince Howard. So the kickoff will be Ledyard kicking to Wolcott. And Wolcott has had some good returns to start the game. Their 3 kickoff returns have given them very solid field position. And the last time Andrew Lee kicked off, he kicked the squib kick to the second line. That was returned by the Wolcott's senior co-captain, Joe Russo. Brought the ball out to the 37-yard line, but that was the worst starting position for Wolcott on a kickoff of the whole first half. So we'll see where Andrew Lee decides to kick this one against the Wolcott Eagles return team. They just got called back in by special teams coach to get them ready. Just give you a rundown of the coaching staffs for these two teams. Wolcott Eagles led by head coach Jason Pace. Their assistants are Joe Corniello, Steve Jasulovic, Bob Steckert, Jamie Pace, Peter Pace, Scott Lynch, and Brian Cowett. The Ledyard Colonels led by head coach Jim Bonacore, assistants Jose Sanabria, Jeff Ziegler, Mark Riemann, Jeremy Zielinski, Mark Farnsworth, James Bonacore Sr., Steve McNeil, Guy Mendenhall, Peter Vincent, and Rod Bridgman. So we're underway. An end-over-end kick will come to the 17-yard line, and it's going to be handled there by Patrick Byrne. Byrne takes it out to about the 33-yard line, where the Wolcott Eagles will take over 1st and 10 to start this second half. 7 seconds comes off the clock on the kickoff. 11:53 on the clock here at the start of the third quarter, and the Eagles will take over, led by quarterback Mike Nickel. Nickel has been operating out of the shotgun most of the day, has yet to step under center. And again, he will be in shotgun formation, and in the backfield will be Nick Rinaldi to his left. Bonvillian is split wide to the right. A trip set on the left. Nickel will throw out to the left flats. It's completed to Acevedo. He catches the ball at about the 40, gets 3 yards after the catch, gets the ball at the 42-yard line. It's going to be 2nd down and 2 for the Wolcott Eagles. We'll make it 2nd and 1, a 9-yard pass. And that's exactly what the doctor ordered for the Eagles. Some success in the air may loosen up this defense and give their running attack an opportunity to get on track. 2nd down and 1. The Eagles now send Patrick Byrne wide to the right. And back to pass is Nickel. He's going to throw into the flats, overthrows Bonvillian. It's going to be 3rd down and 1 for the Eagles. I think that first pass was actually caught by Patrick Byrne, not Acevedo. So the 3rd down and 1 situation now. This is probably the best situation that Wolcott has been in on 3rd down on the afternoon. They trail by 3 scores, 21-0. looking to extend this drive with a third down play at their own 42-yard line. Nickel in shotgun formation, Bonvillian to his right. Nickel keeps it. He goes up the middle. It looks like he's going to have enough for the first down. He's got a gain of 2 out to the 44-yard line and a first down for Nickel. Ball at the 44-yard line of the Wolcott Eagles, and the three-man front of the Ledyard Colonels continues to be a tough defense to run against. Nickel in shotgun formation, drops back to pass. He's going to throw out into the left flats, and it's thrown out of the reach of Patrick Byrne, incomplete. It's going to be second down and 10. The offense for the Wolcott Eagles has struggled today thus far. They have had a success on the year. They were averaging 150 yards a game in the air and 172 on the ground, and have yet to come close to that type of a performance yet against this tough Ledyard Colonels defense. Nichols again in shotgun formation. Nickelback looks to his right, and it's overthrown and then almost picked off the hands of Bonvillian, and then in and out of the hands of defensive back Jordan Kowalski. Kowalski, a 6 foot, 180-pound sophomore.
Third down, 10 yards from the 44.
Third down and 10 for the Wolcott Eagles. They have the ball at their own 44-yard line. Clock stopped with 10:26 remaining here in the third quarter. Trip set wide to the right, single wide out to the left. Back to passes Nichols, and he's going to be sacked. A big sack on the play, led by number 71, Josh Lawrence, a 6'1", 215-pound senior defensive lineman. And that's going to bring up a loss of about 8 yards, I believe. Let's see, it's going to be set up at the 37. And is there a flag on the play? Yes, there is, and it's going to be, I believe that's a block below the waist. I'm not 100% certain of that call. Well, lined up in the neutral zone on the offensive side. That's going to be declined, and that's going to bring up a fourth down. So it's going to be fourth and about 17 for the Eagles, and then Nickel will have to punt the ball away. Slade Baxley back for the Colonels. The ball in end over end. Fair catch called for. Ball is loose, and it's recovered by the Wolcott Eagles. The ball got all loose from Slade Baxley on the fair catch signal. And it's recovered on the play by Wolcott's Jonathan Cullen, a 5'8", 140-pound senior on the special teams, and a big break for the Wolcott Eagles, where they will take over at the Ledyard 41-yard line.
First and 10 for Wolcott.
A reminder that you are watching live coverage of the CIAC Class M football semifinal between Ledyard and Wolcott on the new CIAC Internet TV network. Nickel will be in shotgun formation with Bonvillian to his right. A trip set wide to the right, single wide out to the left. It's an option play. The pitch goes to Bonvillian. He tries to cut back to the middle, gets back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down and 10 for the Wolcott Eagles. Ledyard's defensive line, led by Kyle Wilson, 6'3", 250-pound defensive lineman at right tackle. And they've done a good job with those three down linemen today, stopping the running game of the Wolcott Eagles. Second and 10, back to pass goes Nickel. He's going to be flush from the pocket, pulls it down, runs it back up the middle, gets across the 40 down to about the 36-yard line. They're going to set it up at the 37, so a gain of 4, and it will be third down and 6 for the Eagles.
Gain of 4 yards, second down. Correction, third down.
Third down and 6 for Wolcott.
At the 37.
In the backfield again is Nick Rinaldi to the right of Nickel. In motion is Acevedo, and Nickel will roll to his right. He throws it into the flat to Acevedo. That will be just across the line of scrimmage. Gain of about 2 on the play. It's going to be 4th down and 3 for the, let's see, it's at the 34-yard line, so it will be a gain of 3 yards. It's going to be 4th down and 3 for Wolcott, and I would think you'll see Wolcott's offense stay on the field here and attempt a 4th down conversion. This is the first time that Wolcott will have a 4th down conversion attempt on the afternoon. They trail by 21. Nickel will have Rinaldi to his left, a trip set to the left, a single wide out to the right is Byrne. Back to pass goes Nickel, thrown out into the flats to Acevedo. He's hit immediately but breaks the tackle and gets the 1st down. Big play by Acevedo to break loose and get free and get the 1st down. He was tackled and dragged all the way back to the 41-yard line. Broke loose and got the 1st down, so Wolcott with the 1st down. 7:43 remaining here in the 3rd quarter. Wolcott trying to get on the board. 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
13-yard line.
Out of the huddle come the Eagles. Again, the shotgun formation for Nickel. To his left will be Devontae Bonvillion. It's going to be Bonvillion with the carry off the right side. Jumps out of a tackle, then is hit hard and brought down back to about the line of scrimmage. Tackled on the play by Matt Daggett along with Will Finney. So it's going to be 2nd down and 10 for the Wolcott Eagles. No gain at all while the clock continues to move here in the 3rd quarter. Rinaldi will be the lone setback to the right of Nickel. Trip set to the left. Again, single wide out to the right. This will be Byrne on the right. A blitz picked up by the offensive line. There's a pass into the seam of that defense, right into the hands of Tyler Prescott. That is a completion for a 1st down. Going to bring the ball down inside the 20-yard line to the 18. 1st and 10 at the Ledyard 18-yard line. Wolcott now with the turnover on the fumbled punt is looking to capitalize and put some points on the board on the turnover. It's going to be Rinaldi in the backfield and Bonvillion, and under center this time goes quarterback Mike Nickel. Nickel is going to pitch the ball to Bonvillion, who goes along the right side, runs into the blockers and the defense, and is taken down. Let's see if he got any yardage there. Maybe a 2-yard gain. Brought down on the play by Slade Baxley. It'll be 2nd down and 8 for the Wolcott Eagles. 5 minutes, 30 seconds remaining here in the 3rd quarter. Ledyard 21, Wolcott nothing. Wolcott threatening now with a 2nd down and 8 at the 16-yard line. Trip set to the left of quarterback Mike Nickel. He's going to look that way to pass, and he's going to get sacked. The ball is loose, and it's going to be recovered. Oh, it's kicked it around now, and it is Wolcott trying to pick the ball up along with Ledyard. Let's see who gets the football. Clock is being stopped. It looks like a turnover on the play, and it is recovered by the Ledyard Colonels all the way out to the 50-yard line. Recovered by Ledyard's number 72, I believe. Let's take another look here. Yeah, it looks like 71, actually. On the recovery was Josh Lawrence, I guess. It's going to be 1st and 10 at the 49 for the Ledyard Colonels. So with 5:04 remaining, the turnover goes back to the Ledyard Colonels, and they will take over at their own 49-yard line. So Wolcott's threat ends with the fumble, and the ball coming all the way back to the 49. The handoff goes to Manwaring, who cuts back toward the middle, and he's going to get about 8 yards. It's going to bring up 2nd down and 2. So we're going to say it's going to be a 2nd down and 3. So we're going to give Manwaring 7 yards on the carry.
Gain of 7 yards.
His first carry of the second half here, and Ledyard's first possession with 4:30 remaining in the third quarter. So it's going to be Rainey under center with an I formation behind him. It's going to go to Manwaring to the right side. Manwaring will have the first down and more. He'll drag tacklers from the 36-yard line all the way down to the 32.
Gain of 12 yards.
Gain of about 12 on the play. Manwaring well over 100 yards on the game. His second carry nets him 12. That's 19 yards on 2 carries here in the second half. 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line of the Wolcott Eagles. And it's the counter trap to Baxley again. This one went for 24 in the first half, and Baxley again gets some good yardage all the way down to the 20-yard line. A gain of about 12 on the play.
Tackle was made by Byrne.
That's another first down at the 20-yard line of the Wolcott Eagles for the Ledyard Colonels. Play comes in with Baxley from the sidelines and Coach Jim Bonacore. So 1st and 10 at the 20. I formation behind quarterback John Rainey. It's Daggett in front of Manwaring, and it'll be Manwaring off right tackle. Following his blockers very well, cuts back into the middle, gets down to about the 10-yard line, and he is close to a first down. Looks like it's going to be set up 2nd down and about 1, a 9-yard gain for Alex Manwaring.
Gain of 9 yards.
Manwaring, a 5'9", 175-pound senior running back and defensive back for Ledyard, and this could not bode well for Ledyard with Slade Baxley leaving the field, hopping on his left foot, right foot injury, maybe in the knee. Let's hope he's back into the game. A big threat for the Ledyard Colonels. 2nd down and 1, and it's going to be Manwaring this time off the left side. He's down across the 10, down to about the 5-yard line. It'll be 1st and goal after the 6-yard gain by Manwaring.
Gain of 6 yards. First down.
1st and goal. Rainey comes in with the play from the sidelines and brings his Colonels out of the huddle. A 1st and goal situation against the Wolcott Eagles defense. 5-man front for the Eagles. I formation behind Rainey. It's going to be an option play. Rainey's going to keep it. Now he pitches it into the ground, but recovered by Manwaring. Going to lose about 2 yards on the play. Dangerous play after the pitch from Rainey, and Manwaring could not get a hold of it. It rolled on the ground. An uncatchable toss. So it's going to be 2nd down and 7.
Play, 2nd and goal at the 7.
Rainey now with an I formation behind him. It's going to be Manwaring off the left side. He cuts back into the middle, and he's going to drag a defensive lineman into the end zone for the 7-yard touchdown. So with 1:17 remaining in the third, a 7-yard run by Alex Manwaring extends the lead to 27-0. Ledyard on top of Wolcott. Andrew Lee will come in and attempt the extra point. He's 3 for 3 so far on extra point attempts on the afternoon.
Lee will attempt the
Baxley back into the game, which is a good sign to do the holding for the Ledyard Colonels. Baxley checks with Lee to make sure he's ready. Gets the snap, puts it down, and the kick is up and good. So the extra point is good, and it is now 28-0. Ledyard on top of the Wolcott Eagles. And don't forget, today's game is sponsored by our good friends at Oyster River Petroleum. Owner Ed Granfield is a proud supporter of high school athletics. If you're looking for a family-owned and operated oil provider for an upcoming cold winter, call Oyster River Petroleum at 203-932-2717. You'll always speak to a person, not a machine or a menu. Oyster River Petroleum, just good old-fashioned customer service. So it's 28-0 now. Ledyard on top, trying to move on to the final game against what appears that is going to be Ansonia. They lead 40-7 over the Berlin Redcoats. So we're looking for a matchup now, the Ledyard Colonels and the Ansonia Chargers. It should be a good one as well. Let's see if Wolcott can have something to say about that. With a minute 16 remaining here in the third, the clock now becomes an enemy of the Wolcott Eagles. They're going to receive the kick of Andrew Lee. Again, back for the Wolcott Eagles will be Chad Acevedo, Patrick Byrne, and Devontae Bonvillian.
5 yards on the kickoff for running into the kicker.
So there's a penalty against the Wolcott Eagles on the extra point. They ran into the kicker, so the kick will come from the 45-yard line, assessed on the kickoff. And Andrew Lee will kick off to the 3 deep backs for the Wolcott Eagles with an extra 5 yards, and that's going to be a line drive kick. It's caught by Cullen at the 22, and Cullen will return the ball about 8 yards out to the 30, and Wolcott will come up with the ball first and 10 at their 30-yard line. You can watch a replay of the CIAC Class M football semifinal between Wolcott and Ledyard on the new CIAC Internet TV network. CIAC Internet TV is produced by SportingNewsCT.com. My name is Leo Bowler. I am with my director-producer Jenna Duff, and Tom Ciarcia is doing our camera work today. There is a timeout on the field, and that's taken by the Wolcott Eagles. So with the score, Ledyard 28, Wolcott nothing. We'll step aside for a short break. We'll be right back with the Class M CIAC semifinal.
I never realized how much the American Legion did in our community until I was overseas and my family needed help. The Legion was there, taking care of things I couldn't, and they asked nothing in return. I guess it's because they know what I'm going through. They've been here before. And when I looked into it, I discovered that there was a way for me to continue to serve my fellow veterans and my community through the American Legion. That's why I joined.
Okay, we're back here at Rosek-Skubel Stadium at Middletown High School. First and 10 for the Wolcott Eagles at the 30-yard line. And under center goes quarterback Mike Nickel. He's got an I formation behind him with Bonvillian at the tailback spot. Bonvillian will take the toss and try the left side. He'll stop in the backfield, cut back to the right, and get back to the line of scrimmage. Ledyard really seeming like they've got 14 guys out there on defense, just swarming defensively all over the field. No gain on the play. Bonvillian gets back to the line of scrimmage. Alex Manwaring, we mentioned before the game, one of the premier running backs in the Class M, averaging 198 yards a game coming in. He's got 25 carries for 153 yards so far and 2 touchdowns for the Ledyard Colonels. Shotgun formation for Nickel. He's going to roll to his right, throw it back to his left. It's tipped, falls incomplete, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down and 10. So Nickel has not had a lot of time to throw the ball, so his accuracy has taken a bit of a drop-off this week. He's been very good, productive passer for the most of the regular season, but Ledyard has put so much pressure and has really taken away the running game today of the Wolcott Eagles. And that puts a lot more pressure on your quarterback to complete passes. 24 seconds remaining here in the 3rd quarter. Shotgun formation for Nickel. He's got Rinaldi to his left. Again, back to pass. He pump fakes it to Bonvillian and now throwing down the right sidelines. Bonvillian goes up, becomes the defensive back, and stops Baxley from taking that one away. Nice job by Bonvillian to become the defensive back there. Good coverage on the play by Slade Baxley. Back to receive the punt will be Baxley, and Nickel will do the punting for the Wolcott Eagles. 4th down and 10 from the 30-yard line. Splitting out wide to the right is Jonathan Cullen. 2 out to the left. Just 1 out to the left for the Eagles.
Okay.
And the long snap is a good one, and Nickel will get a punt off, and it's going to come to hit the ground and roll. Takes a Wolcott bounce first, a Ledyard bounce second, and will be downed at the 35-yard line, where Ledyard will take over with only 5 seconds remaining in the third quarter. 28-0 Ledyard's lead over the Wolcott Eagles. First and 10 for Ledyard at their own 35-yard line. And don't forget, you can watch a replay of the CIAC Class M football semifinal on the new CIAC Internet TV network. The CIAC Internet TV is produced by SportingNewsCT.com.
From its 35.
Quarterback John Rainey under center. Going to give the ball to a Manwaring. Manwaring gains about 6 on the run.
That's the end of the third quarter.
And that'll do it here in the third quarter. Ledyard with a 28-0 lead, and we'll step aside for a short break. We'll be back right after this from Rosek-Skubel Stadium. Back here in Middletown, Connecticut, Rosek-Skubel Stadium is the site. It's the Class M CIAC championship, semifinal round, and it is the Ledyard Colonels football at the 41-yard line. Second down and 4 for the Colonels. Wolcott in their 5-man defensive front sets up. The handoff will go to Waring off the right side. He gets about 5 on the play, and that will be enough for another Ledyard first down. It's Daggett on the carry, So used to calling Manwaring's number. It's a rare carry that goes to anyone else but Manwaring. First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Gives Ledyard a first down at its 46-yard line.
11 minutes, 30 seconds remaining in the game. Ledyard 28, Wolcott nothing. I formation behind quarterback John Rainey. He's going to hand the ball off to Manwaring on the right side. Manwaring sidesteps a tackler and gets to about the 49-yard line. Gain of 3 on the play. Going to be second down and 7 for the Ledyard Colonels.
Gain of 3 yards.
One thing we've seen from Alex Manwaring all day is patience. He has been very good at following his blockers. He'll stutter step, he'll slide to his left or right to make sure he stays behind his interference. Does a nice job turning plays that appear to have no gain into 2 and 3 and 4-yard gains. Again, the I formation, it's going to be a toss play to Manwaring to the left side. A nice defensive play made by Chad Acevedo on the right side of the Wolcott defense. Manwaring will have one of the rare occasions where he only gets back to the line of scrimmage. A nice play by Chad Acevedo, who is a 5'6", 136-pound senior, playing defensive back for the Wolcott Eagles. It's going to bring up third down and 7 for the Ledyard Colonels. The Colonels will send Cal Williams wide to the right side. Single wide out to the left is Will Finney. Handoff goes to Manwaring again around the right side. Crosses the 50 inside the 45 down to about the 43-yard line. That's going to be enough for a first down for the Ledyard Colonels and to keep the drive alive here for Ledyard. Ball at the 43-yard line of the Wolcott Eagles. And the clock continues to run. 9:38 remaining here in the fourth quarter. 28-0 Ledyard on top of Wolcott. Again, John Rainey will get under center. A double tight end set. in this formation. I formation behind Rainey. Rainey will hand the ball off inside to Daggett. Nice play made by Acevedo. Ball gets loose, but no, the official's calling Daggett down on the play. No fumble. Daggett got tackled by Acevedo, but he got 2 yards on the play. It's going to be 2nd down and 8 at the 41 of Wolcott.
2nd down, 8 at the 41.
Neither team right now has used the timeout here in the second half. 8 minutes, 50 seconds remaining in the fourth quarter. Rainey again under center at the I formation. Manwaring at tailback behind him. Twin set to the left. It'll be Manwaring off left tackle. And he is tackled on the play by Wolcott's Jason Matos. Matos, just a sophomore, 5'8", 154-pound defensive back. It looks like there is a flag down on the play. Right now it's 3rd down and 4. No flag on the play. That's just going to bring up a 3rd down and 4 for the Ledyard
4 yards.
Colonels.
And 4 at the 37.
Referee Barry Fowler standing over the football. I'm not quite sure what's happening here. I think there's a timeout taken by the Wolcott Eagles. So the Eagles will take a timeout, and we will take a quick break. We'll be back right after these short words. 28-0 Ledyard on top of Wolcott.
Galvin Pool and Backyard Paradise has moved to 504 Boston Post Road in Orange. You'll love their new location, and you'll recognize their friendly and knowledgeable staff. Galvin Pools and Backyard Paradise is your expert in-ground pool and above-ground pool installer, and now they can build your custom deck. Galvin's features services like water testing, pool opening and closings. For all your sustained pool care products and supplies, it's Galvin Pool and Backyard Paradise, 504 Boston Post Road, Orange. Call 203-795-5288, or for service call 203-795-5111.
We're back here in Middletown, Connecticut. 28-0, Ledyard on top of Wolcott. A couple scores from out of town. Ansonia 48, Berlin 7, Windsor 24, New Canaan 21. And we'll give you a couple more after this play. The handoff goes to the right side. It looks like Daggett on the carry, and he's going to have enough for another Ledyard 1st down. He's going to take the ball all the way down to the Wolcott 30-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Ledyard Colonels.
Baxley was the ball carrier.
And coming into this set of downs, Alex Manwaring has 31 carries for 174 yards. A class double L score, Staples 30, Newtown 20 in the third quarter. Rolling to his right is Rainey. He overthrows Baxley, incomplete. 2nd down and 10. A rare incompletion for Rainey on the afternoon. 5 for 6 at the half. He's had a big day today at quarterback. So some of the other scores, Cromwell 28, Northwest Catholic 13. As we mentioned, Ansonia 48. Berlin 7, Staples 30, Newtown 20, and Windsor 24, New Canaan 21. So some good games around the state getting prepared for the finals next weekend. Back to pass goes Rainey. He's going to hand it off to Manwaring, who goes up the middle, and Manwaring sidestepping some tacklers, gets down inside the 20, an 11-yard gain for Manwaring, and another 1st down for the Ledyard Colonels. So the time of possession greatly in favor of the Ledyard Colonels. Their offense has been on the field a long time. That really wears out your defense, having to play defense for so long. 1st and 10 at the 19 of the Wolcott Eagles. And Ledyard continuing to ground the ball out. It's going to be Manwaring again on the right side. He cuts back to the middle. Nice tackle again made by Acevedo, but not before a 4-yard gain by Alex Manwaring down to the 15-yard line. It's going to be 2nd down and a long 5.
Manwaring carried the ball.
Clock continuing to run. The ball gets all the way down to the to the 14, so it is a 5-yard gain for Manwaring.
2nd and 5 at the 14-yard line.
I formation has Alex Manwaring at tailback. Daggett at a fullback and Rainey under center, and he's going to hand the ball off to Daggett off right side, and he's going to get down inside the right to the 10-yard line. It's going to bring up a 3rd down and 1 for the Ledyard Colonels.
Gain of 4 yards. 3rd down, 1 at the 10.
The Ledyard Colonels offensive line doing a solid job blocking today for Manwaring and Daggett.
32.
They've given Rainey an opportunity to throw the ball. Well, the ball comes back to the 11, so it's a gain of 3 for Daggett.
3rd and 2.
It's going to be 3rd down and 2 for the Ledyard Colonels. It's going to be Daggett off the left side. He's going to fight his way down to about the 10, and the clock is being stopped, so that will be a 1st down for the Ledyard Colonels, and it's going to be 1st down and goal at the 9-yard line. So Daggett fights his way forward for 4 yards, gets the 1st down. And again, Ledyard in position to extend their lead. Baxley comes back into the game, showing some favoritism to that right leg, and he will split out wide to the left with Bill Finney. Tight end to the right, the tight end for the Ledyard Colonels is Dallas Smith, a 6-foot, 210-pound senior. I formation, and the ball goes to Manwaring. He goes off the right side, squirts out to the right side, gets down inside the 5-yard line, all the way down to the 3. So a 5-yard gain by Alex Manwaring makes it 2nd down and goal from the 3. Ledyard looking to hold on to this lead and play the Ansonia Chargers in the championship game. The Chargers leading Berlin 48-7 over at Sheehan High School in Wallingford, Connecticut. Rainey comes back into the huddle with the play from the sidelines. Breaks his Colonels out of the huddle and sends Finney and Baxley wide to the left. I formation has Daggett and Manwaring directly behind quarterback John Rainey. It'll be Daggett with the carry, and Daggett will get into the end zone. So a touchdown with 3 minutes 55 seconds remaining. A 3-yard touchdown run. For Matt Daggett, extends the lead to 34-0. And Andrew Lee will come in to attempt the extra point. So Matt Daggett with a 3-yard run extends the lead for the Ledyard Colonels. Baxley with the hold. The kick is up and automatic for Andrew Lee. Extra point is good, and the Ledyard Colonels lead 35-0. Today's game is sponsored by our good friends at Oyster River Petroleum. Owner Ed Granfield is a proud supporter of high school athletics. If you're looking for a family-owned and operated oil provider for the upcoming cold winter, call Oyster River Petroleum, 203-932-2717. You'll always speak to a person and not a machine or a menu. Oyster River Petroleum for good old-fashioned customer service. 3 minutes 55 seconds remaining here in the 4th quarter. The scoring opened up in the first quarter at 7-14 with a 9-yard run by Alex Manwaring. The extra point by Lee was good, and it was 7-0 Ledyard. With 9:02 remaining in the second quarter, a 1-yard run by quarterback John Rainey, and the extra point extended the lead to 14-0. With 3 minutes 38 seconds remaining in the second quarter, Rainey with a 48-yard pass to Slade Baxley, and the extra point was good. In halftime, it was 21-0 Ledyard. With 1:17 remaining in the third quarter, a 7-yard run by Alex Manwaring and the extra point by Andrew Lee made it 28-0. And with 3:55 remaining, Matt Daggett extended the lead to 34, and Andrew Lee's extra point made it 35-0. So the kick goes on the ground to the 30-yard line, a 4-yard return by Wolcott's Jonathan Cullen, and Wolcott will take over 1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
1st and 10 for Wolcott.
Once again, you are watching live coverage of the CIAC Class M football semifinal between Ledyard and Wolcott on the new CIAC Internet TV network produced by SportingNewsCT.com. I'm Leo Bowler along with my producer-director Jenna Duff, our camera operator Tom Ciarcia, and we're proud to bring you this game for the CIAC. Shotgun formation for Mike Nickel, and he's going to pass to the left side. It is complete, and it is caught by Tyler Prescott. He's going to get about 8 on the play. Let's see where they set it up. Going to come out to the 47-yard line, so it's a gain of 8 on the play, or is that the 48? Well, let's call it the 43-yard line, where it actually is. So it's a gain of 9, 2nd down and 1 for the Wolcott Eagles. Tyler Prescott with the catch makes it a 2nd down and short situation for the Wolcott Eagles. Nickel again in shotgun formation. Back to pass. He'll take the shot but complete the pass to Acevedo. Acevedo gets some yards after the catch, gets out across the 50 and down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. 1st down for the Eagles. 3 minutes remaining here in the game. 35-0, Ledyard on top of Wolcott. 1st and 10 for the Eagles. Nickel again will come out of the huddle in shotgun formation. He's got a trip set to his left, single wide out to the right. Direct snap to Nickel, and he's flush from the pocket. He'll run to his right, get back to the line of scrimmage, and get down, brought down there by Ryan Lyons, a 6-foot, 175-pound junior. Nice tackle by Lyons, and Nickel only able to get back to the line of scrimmage. It's going to bring up 2nd down and 10 for Wolcott. Wolcott huddling at their own 45. They have the ball at the Ledyard 43-yard line. Coming up on 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter. The Ledyard Colonels, the number 3 seed, look like they're going to move on and beat the number 7 seed Wolcott Eagles, and we have an illegal substitution penalty against the Eagles. 12 men were in the huddle. You cannot break the huddle with 12 players, so a 5-yard penalty will bring up another 2nd down, but this one will be 2nd and 15 for the Wolcott Eagles.
2nd down, 15 yards at the 48-yard line.
Nichols brings his team out of the huddle. In the backfield is Devontae Bonvillian, the 5'9", 160-pound senior. Back to pass goes Nickel. It's a screen pass to the left side to Bonvillian. He's got some running room across the 40, inside the 30, inside the 20, down inside the 10. He's going to go out of bounds at about the 4-yard line. And a nice pass play there by the Wolcott Eagles, but there is a flag down on the play at the 38-yard line. Referee Barry Fowler stands over the flag. It's going to be holding against the Wolcott Eagles. So that penalty will be marched off from the spot of the foul, which is the 38-yard line. They will repeat 2nd down from the, well, I'll say the 39, so they're going to repeat 2nd down from the 49, so it'll be 2nd down and 16 as opposed to 2nd and 15 that they just had. So 2nd and 16 again for the Wolcott Eagles. A holding call negates a big play for Bonvillian. So the Eagles again in shotgun formation, single wide out to the right, twin set to the left. Back to pass goes Nickel. He's looking for Bonvillian, a little high, defended on the play. A nice job by the Ledyard Colonels, Jordan Kowalski. Kowalski, a sophomore, 6 foot, 180-pound defensive back. Also out on the field, Akib Barber, a junior, 5'10", 185-pound defensive back for the Ledyard Colonels. Clock is stopped. It'll be 3rd down and 16 with 1 minute and 3 seconds remaining here in quarter number 4. A big game from Alex Manwaring. We'll give you his stats at the end of the game. Empty backfield for Mike Nickel. Blitz from the right side, and he's going to get sacked. No, he breaks the tackle. Gets out of the backfield and down to the 46-yard line. A good job by Mike Nickel getting out of the backfield. It looked like he was going to be sacked. Broke a tackle and got some positive yardage. It's going to be 4th down and 13 for the Wolcott Eagles. 38 seconds clock running here. Mike Nickel out of the huddle and alone in the backfield. He'll be back to pass. He'll throw it over the middle, and it's complete for a 1st down. Nice pass to Austin Brennerman. Brennerman makes the catch at the 27-yard line. Gets tackled at the 26. 1st and 10. 24 seconds remaining in the game. Wolcott hurrying up to get down and set up. Trip set to the right of Nickel. Single wide out to the left. He will roll that way toward the trip set. Release the pass, and it looks like it's caught by, yes it is, by Devontae Bonvillian. Nice defensive play there by the Ledyard Eagles' Jordan Kowalski. And that will do it. The clock has come to 0-0. The final score, the Ledyard Colonels 35, the Wolcott Eagles nothing. We'll step aside for one short break. We'll be back to wrap the game up here from Rosek-Skubel Stadium right after these words.
While I was overseas, the American Legion was behind me all the way, supporting me and my family back home when they needed help. Now I'm a proud member.
When I left the military, I wanted my fellow veterans to have the care and the benefits they deserve. That's why I belong to the American Legion.
I never thought the Legion would have anything for me, but they taught me about teamwork and sportsmanship, and they helped me get into college.
The American Legion. We're at work every day, serving America in so many ways. That's why I belong.
Oh, we're back here in Middletown, Connecticut, wrapping up the Class M semifinal between Ledyard and Wolcott. Ledyard comes out on top, 34-0, and the player of the game has got to be Alex Manwaring. 34 carries, 196 yards, and 2 touchdowns for the senior running back for the Ledyard Colonels. The scoring wrap-up started with a 9-yard run by Alex Manwaring. With 7:14 remaining in the first quarter, Andrew Lee's extra point was good, and it was 7-0 Ledyard. With 9:02 remaining in the second, John Rainey on a 1-yard run, and the extra point by Lee made it 14-0 Ledyard. And with 3:38 remaining in the first half, John Rainey to Slade Baxley on a 48-yard pass. The extra point by Lee was good, and halftime score was 21-0. With minute 17 seconds remaining in the third, Alex Manwaring added his second touchdown on a 7-yard run. Andrew Lee's extra point was good, and it was 28-0 Ledyard. And with 3:55 remaining in the fourth quarter, Matt Daggett got his touchdown from 3 yards out. The extra point was good, and the final score was Ledyard 35, Wolcott nothing. So the winner of this game will move on. Ledyard will move on to play likely Ansonia, who was leading 48-7 over Berlin. And that will do it here for us at the Rosek-Skubel Stadium. For Jenna Duff and Tom Ciarcia, I'm Leo Bowler. The final score once again, Ledyard 35, Wolcott nothing. Goodbye, everybody.